Hi you guys, welcome back to our channel. This is exciting because the last two times that we recorded, it was vlogs, and it was me looking like a boy with my hair up in a bun.
I look like a boy.
And then the other time I looked, it was awful. I mean, no makeup. So I'm excited. I kind of brushed my hair and I put a little bit of makeup on. So here we are. Thank you for joining us for this sit down video, and today's topic will be on
intentional relationships.
Yes, we thought about this long and hard, how we're in a season where we have to be intentional, and we'll tell you why.
In 2 weeks we are getting ready to deliver a baby girl.
2 weeks, my goodness. We got our own place. We've been preparing it for the baby, making it comfortable, making it homey. We got done with 2 baby showers. What else has happened? You started work, training, you worked your other job. I was nesting away. I mean, it's been getting real and more real and more real each and every time. It really wasn't until, and I know because my heart was really tugged to the point where I wanted to cry, but when I finally got the baby's bassinet out and I hung her clothes and stored away some of her onesies, like while I'm looking at all that,
Dog's barking at it.
I know. When I finally looked at it, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so real. It's so real. In the midst of that, I'm trying to be a good wife too, not just a good mom. So still keeping the house clean and having dinner and even communicating with him about some of the things that I'm experiencing. That's a hard thing for me, vulnerability, being transparent in that way, because I don't want to feel dumb. I don't want to sound stupid.
Why would you feel dumb though? Like,
because it's hard. I don't know. Like, okay, we got in this little disagreement, a couple actually this week, and in my head it played out like, okay, just humbly tell him like, this is what I need, whatever, puppy eyes, like, oh sweet, you know. But when it came out, it was actually a fight. Fighting words is what I use, really, literally. So it didn't plan out the way I thought. It's so hard for me to humble myself in some ways. I've never done it. I've never done it. I've never practiced it. So yeah, you'd think almost 28 years old and I would have that down, but no. So I don't know, I guess it's just my pride, it's my ego feeling rejected, like saying, you know, say I did approach him that way and then he kind of didn't respond the way I wanted him to, then I'd be more upset and more embarrassed. Yes, but yeah, that stuff needs to go outside the door or window. What are we? Either one.
how about in the trash?
In the trash, right?
Yeah.
Because he's about to see me in my most vulnerable position. You know, I mean, delivery, there is no cuteness in it. So I keep trying to remind myself of that. But even then, I swear, it's so hard to get out those words.
I think a lot of us in our relationships, we go off of our natural feelings. You know, we expect for our relationship to kind of maintain itself over the course of time. You know, what brought us together should be enough to sustain everything, right? But it doesn't really work that way, and it's really just a switch that you have to put on your mindset. Like Friday, I was driving home and I was telling myself, you know what, like I need to really put some intention behind, you know, loving Ari today and just being there for her and making her feel comforted, because for one, that's my role as a husband. You know, I want to go out, I want to be a great provider, I want to make money, I want to bring that home to my family, I want to make sure that we're staying afloat financially. And I also need to turn that switch off as soon as I get home and then be a good husband. But this week has been so hectic, being that, you know, we were fresh into a new job. This is your second week being home on maternity leave.
Yeah.
And we're 2 weeks away from having this child. So we're being pulled in many different directions, and
Hormones are kicking in.
yes, all kinds of different things are all over the place. But you know, for me personally, I wanted to just, you know, let other guys out there know, like, we have to, like, we can't go off of our natural feelings. It's easy to idle throughout our relationship and expect who we are naturally, just what we started off in the relationship is not going to sustain it for the long run. And we have to, you know, we have to learn how to set that time aside to love our significant other, even when we don't feel like it.
Yeah, and he was just mentioning how, like, if people were to do like whatever you feel like doing, like whatever your heart is telling you at the moment, there'd be so many divorces or breakups or messed up friendships.
Right.
So I love that Mikey, as tired as he was, as overwhelmed, and I mean, after having such a heavy week as him, I mean, it's kind of a huge switch too. All of a sudden he's getting so many different hours, so many different responsibilities he's not used to. He's meeting a whole bunch of people at this new job. It's far, and I'm sure he feels bad being away when I'm so close to delivery. I mean, seriously, I can pop it any day now, you know?
Yeah.
So I get his stress, but
can you show people how pregnant you are? Because like if you just landed on this channel and you don't know, like you're like, nah, she's lying.
Yeah, let me show you.
Just show.
Okay, it's kind of hard. Hold on. So yeah, that is baby girl.
Baby girl.
So she's weighing, they estimated like 6 pounds and something ounces. So pray that it's 7 pounds at the most. I don't want to push out a 10-pound baby. But anyways, like I was saying, it was kind of cool because he, in the midst of all that craziness in his mind, he's on his way over here thinking like, okay, forget about what I feel, because right now I'm feeling pretty tired, and he's sticking to what he knows he's supposed to do, which is loving me and caring for me and asking how my day is, or like, he's super intentional, giving me eye contact and eating with me and spending that time, and what do you want to do, and all these different things, you know. So he's always considering me. So that was a relief that I didn't have to tell him that. He was, I honestly feel that is God. That is God. But it's cool. I didn't have to nag him about it. So he was not listening to his heart or whatever he was feeling. He was listening to
Jesus.
Yeah. I was gonna say your mind, because even your mind will be like crazy sometimes. I think it's the God in him for sure.
Right, and that's what's so important about having a personal relationship with God and being in touch, because you know, if you're going off of your natural feelings, it's not going to end well. I think we both have our past experiences, you know, with previous relationships that, you know, going off your natural feelings doesn't get the job done. And I think, you know, until you know that, you really put yourself in an advantageous position, you know, to prosper and really strive in your relationship or in your marriage, and that's a game changer right there. Also, one thing, you know, to take away is that how do you go about like putting that time aside for your wife if you don't have that heart that says, hey, I want to serve you, I want to be there for you. I'm not here to take from you. I'm not here to just take whatever good that you have and just apply it to myself and just benefit off of it, but to really like humble yourself in a way that says, hey, I'm here for you, I want to do things for you, and not just, hey, I want to do these things for you, but actually taking action and doing stuff. You know, there's times where I have to do things that I don't want to do, but you're a hard person to keep up with, because my wife definitely has a servant's heart, and she's usually beating me to good deeds, so she's hard to keep up with for sure. But
that's so sweet.
It pushes me to continue to develop that servant's heart, and that's something big too, you know, to take away. Develop that servant's heart. Two people that come together with the servant's heart in a marriage is the perfect combination. It's the perfect formula. That two people that want to overserve each other.
You would think, you know, the man, he's the leader of the household, like no matter what, he's supposed to be master, maybe I'm servant. But no, it's not that way at all. Like, we play really two equal roles as servants.
Right.
So it's, how can I serve you? And he's asking, how can I do better as a husband? What can I do to help you? These are like words from heaven.
Right.
Seriously.
And God spoke something to me recently too. You know, you always hear in biblical terms, or just even in worldly terms, that, you know, the man is the leader, right? And that the woman should be in submission to the man. But what I've known and what God has taught me and, you know, really opened my eyes to is that the submission needs to be flexible. You know, it needs to be handed over to the rightful authority. So if my wife is better in the area of flipping stuff in the kitchen, then I'm in submission to her. When I come into the kitchen, hey baby, what can I help you with? I'm not gonna try to take over the pots and pans and do my thing, because I know that she's gonna outcook me. So, and I'm just drawing out an example. You know, you hand over the submission over to the rightful authority. The man doesn't always have to be running things.
So does that mean I have to cook all the time?
Yeah. No, I'm just playing.
There's a verse from 1 Corinthians, I'm not sure what chapter, but it says, whatever you do, whether it's eating or drinking, do it all for the glory of God. Being intentional in relationships, it is, I believe, doing it for the honor and glory of God, especially in marriage.
Right.
Yes, because when I honor and when I respect my husband, I'm doing it as if unto the Lord. So if I am lazy about my husband and not giving him what he needs, not fulfilling his desires in any way, it's kind of reflecting my relationship towards Jesus or God. So I mean, that's the verse that sticks out to me during this video. If that makes any difference, it's biblical. Yeah.
Pray for me, guys, because I can be very lazy sometimes.
No, see, that's crazy.
I am, seriously.
I don't see that.
I need to overcome some laziness in some areas.
No, I think he's doing above and beyond. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a harsh critic on myself.
I guess so.
Yeah. I you know what it is? I think that there's areas that I really excel in that some people would never know, and then there's other areas that I'm just like a complete sloth in, and you know, it spills out in other areas. You feel like you're really hard. Oh my God.
It's hard with this stomach. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yes, but today we just wanted to, you know, bless you guys with the video. Just drop in and you know, just share, you know, something that we're going through. Also, guys, if you would kindly just give us your guys' feedback and what you've been liking most from us. Do you like these sit-down videos when we sit down and we talk about, you know, different aspects of our relationship and our walk with God? Do you like the vlogs? Do you like it all? Please comment down below and let us know. We'd really appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so that you never miss a video. And if you know someone out there that needs to be blessed with this video, that needs to be intentional about their relationship, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, or your significant other, we would really appreciate if you shared this video. It'd be the ultimate compliment to us both. And yeah, that is it for today's video.
Goodbye, YouTubers.
Peace.